Hi, this is Trish with Dishing with Trish on relationships. We have talked about the 5-to-1 ratio, how those little things that you do, if you can just keep them positive, more often than not, your relationship will be in a better place. Because one negative thing it's so heavy, one snarky comment, one missed opportunity. It takes 5 positive interactions to get back to neutral. Okay, that's what we talked about in the first video, 5-to-1. Sometimes, even though you're doing the best you can, you're going to find yourself in conflict. And we've all been told in conflict, use I statements, right? Well, the second video I did was about I statements and what the proper way to do them is. So for this third one, I wanted to talk again about communication, but to give you some hints about something called reflective listening. All right? There is an old saying that goes, a person will continue to shout until they feel they've been heard. So, we want to make our partner feel heard. On the one hand, so that they will get off of this kick and move on to something else, or just because we love them and we want them to feel like they are seen and heard in our relationship. That's the best reason. Okay, reflective listening goes like this: you do the reflecting, you are the mirror. They are talking to you, and you give them back a picture of what they've said in an effort to check your understanding, to be sure you are getting the message that they are sending out. All right? For example, if my partner is saying to me, "What a day, man. I can't believe it. I slept through the alarm. I was in such a hurry when I left that I clipped a curb and I had a flat tire, so I had to stop and change that. And of course, it poured down rain while I was changing my tire. And I was even later than I meant to be and to meet the client, and the client had already left." On and on and on and on. So, to reflect that, I would tell you, or it would look like, "Wow, it sounds like you really had a frustrating day." See, I have checked my comprehension. Is that what they're telling me? That their day was frustrating? Yes, oh my God, I feel so understood. And also, I got into step 2 there. Step 2 is to put words to the emotion that you see them having. We don't do a good job of teaching our kids how to do this. We all grew up with sayings like, "What are you scared of? This isn't scary." Or, "Hush up crying. What are you crying about? This is nothing to cry about." So little kids get confused about what emotions they're feeling, and they need help in naming them and expressing them wisely. So much so that we even have a movie about kids and emotions now, Inside Out, right? Brilliant stuff. But listen for the emotion that your partner is giving you and name it for them. And I did that, and sounds like you had a very frustrating day. Boom. Steps 1 and 2, satisfactorily done. Then step 3 is to validate their emotion. Validating an emotion is to give somebody kind of permission to be in that spot emotionally. Now, not every emotion that somebody feels deserves to be validated. Sometimes, somebody might say, "I hate my job. I just want to blow the whole place up." Let's don't validate that one. Nope, not a good idea. They didn't mean it anyway. We could only hope. But things like, of course you're frustrated. Anyone would be frustrated if they had the day that you're describing. Come sit down and let me bring you something to drink and baby them a little bit. So you've done 1, 2, and 3. Your partner's feeling heard, feeling understood. You are the champion communicator in the room. Give yourself a pat on the back. And then maybe we can move on to something else. So try reflective listening. It's another one of those things that is not going to come easily or naturally. You're going to have to do it purposefully. Reflect, name the emotion, and if it's a worthwhile emotion, validate it. Give them permission for being in that spot. Okay? And there you have it. They feel heard. Thank you. And remember, it helps so much if you press the like button for me. Bye-bye, y'all.